No one saw this coming. Not the analysts. Not the fans. Not even the front offices that thought they had their seasons under control. Because right now, deep in the heart of Atlanta, the Falcons are sitting on a quarterback storm and it's about to explode across the entire NFL. Picture this: 3 veteran quarterbacks. All starters. All benched. All watching their futures unravel from the sideline. Anthony Richardson in Indy. Russell Wilson in New York. And Kirk Cousins, right here in Atlanta. 3 names that once defined leadership and consistency, now trapped in uncertainty, waiting for a phone call that could change everything. But here's the twist: nobody's calling. No trade buzz. No desperate offers. Nothing but silence across a league that's usually in a frenzy this time of year. And for Atlanta, that silence might be the loudest advantage of all. Because while other franchises are losing sleep over injuries and backup contracts, the Falcons are playing chess in a room full of teams still figuring out checkers. They already know what they want. They already know who they believe in under center. And that quiet confidence? That's what separates a team trying to survive from a team quietly preparing to strike. This isn't just another rumor mill story. This is the moment the Falcons front office stopped reacting and started dictating. They know exactly why Kirk Cousins is still here. They know exactly when to move. And they're about to remind the league that patience, not panic, wins championships. The question is, when the dust settles, will Atlanta's gamble make them look like visionaries, or leave them staring into the chaos they helped create? Every great front office knows that success in the NFL isn't just about who you draft, it's about when you pull the trigger. And what's unfolding across the league right now proves that the Falcons made the smarter move while others bet their futures on desperation. Take Anthony Richardson. 2 years ago, the Colts called his name with the 4th overall pick. He was supposed to be their next superstar, a blend of power and athleticism, the kind of talent that makes a city believe again. But the fairy tale fell apart fast. Richardson's promise never became production. The accuracy, the timing, the leadership all vanished under pressure. Then came the final blow, losing his job in preseason to Daniel Jones. Imagine that: a top 5 draft pick watching from the sideline as the guy everyone doubted takes the same roster to a 3-1 start. It's brutal. It's humbling. It's what happens when a team mistakes potential for readiness. And here's the thing: nobody's calling the Colts. No team wants to take on a project they can't fix. His contract still runs through 2026, but his value? It's evaporated. This is what quarterback purgatory looks like: a franchise holding on to a name, not a solution. Atlanta watched all this unfold and chose a different path. Instead of throwing their rookie Michael Penix Jr. into the fire, they built a system around patience. A veteran under center. A young quarterback learning behind him. Real structure. Real timing. Real growth. While Indianapolis burns through potential, the Falcons are building a foundation. And then there's Russell Wilson, the most sobering reminder of how quickly this league can turn on even the biggest names. A Super Bowl champion. A future Hall of Famer. The man who once embodied everything about leadership and poise. Now, he's holding a clipboard in New York. At 36, Wilson's fall wasn't gradual, it was sudden. 4 games into the season, the Giants benched him for rookie Jackson Dart, and just like that, the legend became an afterthought. His contract might look manageable: 1 year, $10.5 million guaranteed, with only a couple million left on the books, but no one wants him. Not because of the money, but because of the message. Once teams see a star lose his edge, they move on fast. The Giants already have their plan for next year. They've got their veteran backup. They've moved on. And for the Falcons? That's another team out of the way. Another potential suitor for a quarterback trade gone. Every failed experiment around the league only makes Atlanta's decision look sharper. They didn't panic. They didn't chase headlines. They built quietly, methodically, like a team that knows its moment is coming. And if you look closely, you can already see it forming right there under center. The rest of the league is learning a hard truth: time doesn't care about your resume. Once a quarterback starts slowing down, no amount of trophies or memories can save him. That's why, despite his Hall of Fame legacy, no one is calling about Russell Wilson. Not a single team. He's become the symbol of a new NFL era, an era that's moved on from veterans who can't bend to modern schemes. The league has evolved. Some players didn't. And now, that brings us home to Kirk Cousins and the moment that changed everything in Atlanta. Let's be honest, this was never about failure. This was about timing, leverage, and design. Cousins' contract was a fortress, a $27.5 million base salary this year and a $10 million roster bonus waiting in 2026. It wasn't built to move, it was built to protect. To protect a rookie from being rushed. To protect the locker room from panic. To protect the transition from chaos. When the Falcons front office signed that deal, they didn't expect a bidding war down the road. They expected stability. They expected Kirk Cousins to be the bridge, and that's exactly what he's become. Now, while the rest of the league sees a contract that's too heavy to touch, Atlanta sees something different: a $27.5 million mentor, shaping the mind of a 24-year-old future franchise quarterback. No team in the league has that luxury. A seasoned veteran guiding a rookie with raw fire and poise. A transition plan executed with precision, not panic. That's not luck. That's foresight. And here's where the rest of the NFC South starts to unravel. Because while the Falcons have built structure and patience, their rivals are living in quarterback purgatory. Look at Carolina. The Panthers are trapped in a nightmare that started the moment they thought they'd found their savior in Bryce Young. That experiment has gone up in flames. The confidence, the rhythm, the development, gone. And the collapse has gone beyond the field. Fans are checked out. Content creators are walking away. The energy is gone. Carolina hasn't hit 7 wins since 2017. Think about that. Nearly a decade of false starts and failed promises. Meanwhile, in Atlanta, a 24-year-old quarterback is taking first-team reps, a veteran mentor is teaching him the game within the game, and the locker room feels something Carolina hasn't in years: belief. That's the difference between a team trying to find an answer and a team that's already found one. The Falcons didn't just prepare for the future, they planned every inch of it. And now, as the division crumbles around them, Atlanta is standing in the eye of the storm, calm, confident, and ready to rise. 7 years. 7 head coaches. That's what the Carolina Panthers have endured: 7 seasons of heartbreak, instability, and constant searching for answers that never came. It's a reminder of how fragile success in this league really is. But while chaos defines so many franchises, Atlanta stands as the quiet exception, a team finally grounded in purpose. The Falcons have found something most teams spend decades chasing: stability. A clear vision. A foundation. A plan that doesn't shift with every bad Sunday or every headline that flashes across a ticker. While the Panthers spiral, the Saints argue over leadership, and the Buccaneers cling to Baker Mayfield like he's their last thread of hope, the Falcons are doing something different: they're building. The defense? Growing sharper, hungrier, more confident by the week. The offense? Loaded with young talent ready to erupt at any moment. And at the heart of it all, a quarterback who represents the future. Michael Penix Jr. isn't just a rookie learning behind a veteran, he's a student of the craft, absorbing every snap, every read, every lesson that Kirk Cousins passes down. He's the quiet promise of tomorrow being built in real time. So when the headlines scream about veteran quarterbacks not drawing trade interest, Falcons fans don't need to flinch. Because this right here, right now, is the payoff of patience. The front office isn't chasing short-term fixes or throwing away picks to look busy. They're building something that lasts. Something that can outlive a single season or a single era. They've chosen the long game, the hard road that leads to greatness. Every other team in the NFC South is scrambling for direction. Atlanta? They already have theirs. And years from now, when Michael Penix Jr. is leading this team into championship contention, when Kirk Cousins is enjoying retirement as the man who helped guide the next generation, when the Colts and Giants are still searching for answers, Falcons fans will remember this moment. This exact season. The moment the vision became clear. The moment Atlanta stopped chasing and started becoming. The future isn't some distant dream. It's being built now, brick by brick, play by play. This is more than a rebuild. This is the rise of something legendary. So hold on tight, Falcons Nation. The storm is coming, and this time, Atlanta is the one leading it.